YouTube. Welcome or welcome back. I feel like welcome back to me. I did just record a reading specifically for you guys yesterday, which I will be uploading. I also have more content from my TikTok that I will be reposting here. Okay. If you guys are interested in following my TikTok, it is impress me. EMPRESS me. Okay, on TikTok. However, if you need me to put it in the comments, just ask for it, okay? In any of the videos, even if you are watching one of the TikTok videos and you're like, okay, I need to know where this TikTok is, because I'm not sure that it shows it at the end of the video or anything. But yeah, you can definitely follow me on TikTok. I am doing more of my getting in front of the camera on TikTok, okay? But I am definitely still going live on YouTube as well. So if I get a set schedule, excuse me, I'll post that in the community board. As a matter of fact, I'll post my TikTok in the community board as well. So check that out. But anyway, I was getting that it's a no. That's where this reading is coming from. It's a no. And the energy is that there is somebody here that wants to reconnect with you, cozy back up to you, or reach out to you. Someone who may have dropped the ball deliberately, intentionally. They weren't interested, wanted nothing to do with it. And it really had nothing else to do with not wanting to put forth the effort because of the physical you. So for some of you, the more effort you put in emotionally, the more baggage you carry physically. It changes your eating habits. It changes your productivity. It changes like your internal energy. Maybe even put you in a pessimistic state where you're not giving yourself enough time to heal. You're not giving yourself enough time to do the things you need to do to flush your system. You're not having enough time to prioritize eating right, or even to have the extra energy to maybe exercise or be more mobile. And because of that, your weight could fluctuate. So whoever I'm talking to, specifically you, if you know that you are somebody who is consistently working on your inside, who you are inside, okay, you hold yourself at like a high, I don't know, you have maybe very high expectations for yourself. And you may even lower your expectations constantly and in great increments for other people that you are dealing with. But for yourself, you hold yourself to a very high standard, because it's how you can feel good about living, about being, about doing, okay? And sometimes you do it at the expense of yourself. And so your physical appearance, you may not keep it up as much. You may not take care of it as much. And I feel like whoever I'm talking to, this person, they tend to value the physical outward side of you, your physical appearance, more than they actually value what's inside. And that's not good. It's not good. It's not good for your mental or emotional health. And it does affect you physically as well. But this is what I feel. Someone's getting ready to spin the block. Someone wants to come back around. And it is because you are experiencing a level up, or because something is changing on the outside physically. But the thing about it is that whoever this person is, I feel like they know that you are always the same person internally. You don't change. Your good qualities, you may be a person, like I said, you heal a lot. People who heal a lot tend to hold on to a lot. They tend to hold on to not just the things that they're going through, but the things that other people are going through as well. And that's why their weight fluctuates for some, okay? For some. But anyway, I feel like this is someone wants to come back around. But it's because they're paying attention to what's going on the outside. But you could have been getting better on the inside and the outside for quite some time. But it's like now something on the outside this person can't deny. So I don't know if you've had like if you've lost a lot of weight, if you toned up a lot, if your skin is clearing up, if your hair is growing, or you started to get your hair done, you're getting your nails done, you may have cut your hair. Okay, something has changed here on your outside appearance. You could be dressing differently. It's just something about your energy level up that it's like you are the person that prioritizes what's going on inside first. And then after that, everything else follows. Okay, so it's whatever is happening here, but I feel like it's been steps. Okay, so for some of you, it's as simple as you finally started back dressing the way that this person like wanted you to, or they like this. I don't know, it's something very superficial in the energy. And yeah, that's what I heard before I went live. It's like, it's a no. All right. All praise to the Most High. Trust your intuition over mine. New opportunity. This is what they're seeing. It's like you're brand new, like they never seen you before, like they haven't known you, like you haven't been around or you haven't been accessible all this time, and that's just not the truth. Innocent, above the law. Yeah, I feel like that's you. Above reproach and above the law. So this is maybe someone who tried to be very strict with you, or they had a very strict vision of how you should show up or how you should be. This is someone who like walked away from you pretty much as if like this is it, like this is your last opportunity. Okay, I'm not gonna do anything after this. I don't know. Something about you though right now, you're unpredictable, or you just started doing things that they could not predict. This is someone who thought they knew exactly what you were gonna do after they left you or after your connection was over. It's almost as if someone felt like they were the reason that you were capable of doing something, or that they were facilitating something for you. It's a lot of people watching tarot and starting to feel that they have been a lot more influential in people's lives than they actually are. You really have to know yourself. You have to know your vibe. You have to know your energy. The best way to tell is to look at yourself. So if you affect others and you start to see other people who mimic you or sound like you or are on the same wavelength as you, then yes, your energy may be influencing them. But if not, it could very well be the opposite. Let's see. It feels like now that you are changing, whatever is going on new with you, and for some of you, maybe it's not the physical, but it could be material. I just feel like it's surface level, you know, it's superficial. So, not saying it's not real, but for some of you, maybe you did. If you got work on your body or something like that, a BBL, a boob lift, a tummy tuck, whatever, you lost weight, one of those surgeries or whatever, it could be that. But I was also hearing you could have had like a level up in your status, like your money, okay? You're much more focused on work. You're much more focused at work. You're getting a raise, or you just got a new opportunity. Some of you may have gotten a new job or something like that. But they can't touch you. Like they're feeling now that you're kind of like out of their league. You've superseded their expectations. Excuse me. So they're looking at you. They're stuck and confused. Okay, so somebody could have thought that you were doing this level up for them. So they're trying to figure out, you know, they just knew you were about to spin the block. You were about to spin the corner. Okay, you were going to come back around to them. They felt like you were doing something for their benefit. Like, look at me. Look at what I'm doing. Look at me. I leveled up. And they knew you were coming back for them. But they're stuck and confused now because that's not what's happening. It's like you got the car and then you drove right past them. Okay, like this could be someone who was waiting. That's that's what I'm saying. I don't know what this is, but whatever it is, you got a new house, you got a new car, okay, you got a new job. That's a song. She got a new house, she got a new car, she got a new job. Something, you had a level up. You got a new body, you got a new hairstyle, you got new nails. I don't know. You have a new self-care routine. There's something going on with you differently on the outside, and somebody is like stuck and confused because they thought you were doing these things to win them back, but you haven't come back. In fact, you just drove right past them. 808 on the clock. This is heartbreak. Heartbreak. Someone is like brokenhearted. Oh, I think because you have someone new. Your new person wins in your best or worst case scenario. So you already have your eyes on someone new, or you've already connected with someone new. I just saw a bird land on the ground. You know what I heard? The eagle has landed. Someone has, you've already chosen somebody else, or somebody else has already chosen you, because they like you regardless of what's going on the outside. They may not even know what the hell is going on the outside. They may have not seen you. They don't know about your level ups. They're not in your life. They don't know about your job. They don't know about your home. They don't know about your car. They don't know about how much money you have. They don't know how, what job you have. They know nothing. They know nothing. And this is someone who I feel has consistently been a friend, or consistently poured positivity, or had good things to say about you, or has been attracted to you, or supportive of you through it all. Small, big, whatever is going on. Whatever this physical, stable financially, going through a rocky time period, it doesn't matter. Somebody was like really into you, who you are on the inside, and somebody just valued your ego, or what your outside could do for their ego. So you were like a prize, but you were only a prize depending on what you were looking like on the outside. Okay? Sorry, trigger warning. For some people, this could be hard to hear, especially if you are just realizing this. You may not want to watch this right now, but for those of you who have healed that, then this will probably be good to hear. Because for some of you, you don't even know that there's a person who's viewing you, all of you. And you don't want whoever this past person is to taint the fact that somebody could value you regardless of what you're looking like on the outside. Okay, because that's just not the truth. But I feel like this person could have tried to rewire your mind to thinking that you would not be acceptable, or that someone wouldn't want you. Like, nobody will want you if you do this. Nobody would want you if you, decide to move like this, or if you don't have this, or if you don't have that. And that's just not the truth. But whoever this person was, I don't know if this is what they've been saying to themselves for years, and this is why their life is working that way. But they tried to say that same thing about you, or they tried to paint out that scenario for you. And it says spells don't work on you. You're immune to the spell work of others. So you were so far beyond whatever this person was like projecting onto you. Maybe that's what they felt of you, that your value lied in your superficiality, your material things, that you only felt confident when you looked a certain way, or when you had certain things, but that you didn't have that same confidence in yourself when you didn't. Okay, so they're stuck and confused now because they're looking for something, but it's just not happening. They thought they knew something about you, but that's not what they knew. Irreconcilable differences, and this is why. So I feel like this person literally is feeling delusional now, that they even thought that you were doing these things for them, that you were going to spin the block and come back to them. It could be someone realizing how harshly they judged you based off of what was going on the outside. And they actually ended up passing up somebody that they are hoping for, wishing for currently in their life. This could have been someone who even felt like they gave you, like, this is your last time, like they gave you an ultimatum or something. And now this person is stuck and confused because they thought that you were really trying to do something because you wanted to show up for them or you wanted to prove something to them. Maybe this is someone, look, you've already proved yourself time and time again. For some of you, this is someone, they've seen you in and out of all of your scenarios and situations. You always come back out on top. It's not like they didn't know this or they couldn't see this. So I don't know if they were on someone else's wavelength, if they absorbed someone else's energy. But I'm getting that whatever they thought you were doing, you were on a whole nother tip. You were looking at this person confused. Like, I don't even understand you. You know, like, this doesn't even make sense to me. But whatever you're on, whatever you're thinking, I'm going to let you go with it. Maybe this is because you had another option or because you already know your value and you wanted someone who can feel the same way about you that you feel about your person. Which is that they win in the best or worst case scenario. Why? Because you did not connect with them. You did not marry them. You did not choose them based on what was going on the outside only. You genuinely created a soul connection, an emotional connection with somebody. So yeah, the answer is no. It's just like a no or a never at this point. So somebody showed their ass, but I mean like their internal ass. Their internal asshole. Someone exposed who they really are. You thought somebody was loving you for you. They were loving you for a vision of you. And it's like, thanks for the vision. I'm always going to get back to that. Thanks for keeping that light on. But you mean to tell me you were going to treat me like shit until I got to it? When I was actually that person the whole time in the inside? Man, fuck you. That's what I feel. Like, fuck you. You only want to come back around or you only want to connect with me because something has changed in my pockets or in my standard of living or in my social status or physically, whatever it is, you're like, yeah, no. They feel like they should be valuable to you. This person who did not value whatever you have going on, they did not value you, but they felt like they should be valuable to you. You get what you give. You get what you give, but I feel like you overgave to this person. You gave when they didn't have anything to give you. You gave to them even when they didn't have anything to give you. You gave not out of your surplus, not out of, even like you gave out of your lack. You gave what you really didn't have to give to this person. Wow. Don't forget the one that helped you. Get the dirt off your shoulder. Yeah, they forgot about you. They left you behind. They forgot about you. Or this is how they wanted to make things like, I don't need you. Oh, I can get somebody else. Or I can get somebody better. It's like, oh, okay. You think you can get more? Or I'm too much? Go get less. Or you think I'm too much? Go get less. Whatever it is. Too much to handle. Too much to take care of. Too much to support. Too much to hold down. Too much woman. Too much man for you. Okay. Whatever it is. Go find less. Go find less. And I do feel as if you have this person who kind of made you feel confident about that. Like, made you feel confident that whoever this person was, they were making a foolish decision. They helped you to keep the lights on so that you did not lose your sense of self. Okay. So for some of you, I don't know if this is the person that you're interested in or that's interested in you, or if this is just a really good friend. But it does say, don't forget the one that helped you to get the dirt off your shoulder. So there is somebody that you may want to give appreciation to, because this person has held you down regardless of what was going on the outside. This is someone who has been nothing but positivity, nothing but good things to say about you, nothing but good feelings. Every time you look at them or think about their subject, it's positive energy coming through. So you have this unconditional energy with somebody here. Yeah, and you had an evil witch. Look at this. Evil witch conquer, breaking the mirror. Now that could be male or female. Witch, warlock, doesn't matter. But you had someone who they were measuring your value by what they saw. What they could see. You could have money in the bank, but you didn't have money in your hand. You could have money on the way, but you didn't have money in your hand. This person judged you off of what they could see. Also, with the evil witch and conquering, breaking the mirror, this may have been someone who reflected the worst side. Like whatever you tend to judge harshly in yourself, this person mirrors that to you. But this is something that you would deal with or you were putting up with. So you understood, you appreciated not just their light, but their shadow side as well. You knew about their deficiencies. You knew about their insecurities. You may have even seen this person go through fluctuations. This you were okay with, or this you dealt with, without like making this person feel bad about it. You didn't put pressure on this person. You did not speak negatively, about this person. You didn't treat them differently. But they definitely did to you. Now, this could be even someone that you poured confidence into. You tried to build up their confidence in the time periods that they may not have been looking or doing or being the person that you signed up to be with. But when it was your turn, when you needed their positivity, when you needed their light, when you needed for them to be there for you, this person turned a blind eye to you. They didn't want to deal with you. They didn't want to touch you. They didn't want to be with you. Left you in the dirt. Or made you feel as if you were not important. All right, what else? Now they're bending the corner. They want to come back. Even your worst days, even on your worst days. So now this person is finding value in you even on your worst days. But this is not who they were originally. So I don't know. For some of you, maybe it's not a no. Obviously, but look, what's on the bottom of the day? Bridge is burned. Access denied. I knew for the most of my collective, whoever reading this is for, your answer is no. But obviously you can do whatever you want to do. I'm not even using this deck, but the card here is that you can't get it wrong. So do whatever feels right for you. Do whatever feels good to you. Just don't forget the people. Don't forget the people or the person that actually, poured that light and love into you, helped you to get the dirt off your shoulder, even helped you to hold this person accountable for how they were treating you so that you did not internalize what they were trying to project onto you. Someone was trying to tear your confidence down in order for you to feel like they were the prize. You shouldn't have to tear somebody down to look like a prize. You should be a prize regardless of what anybody else is doing in your life, if they're doing better or worse than you. So yeah, I don't know. If you're saying no, it feels like it's a very well thought out, wise, Man, that is embarrassing when someone really sees themselves as the prize and the whole time you were the prize inside, outside. Because if you're a prize in the inside, that's just your character. That's your upbringing. That's in your veins. That's in your blood. That's in your DNA. That's your authenticity. That's just who you are. A person can experience a level up on the outside in 2 weeks. It may take 2 years for somebody to get that kind of growth and that kind of level up internally. That kind of healing internally. But you can change what you're looking like on the outside in 2 weeks. Even if it was money, you can change your situation financially. You can turn that around in less than 2 weeks. So I don't know what they were, exactly looking at, but you could fix it like this. You did. Sorry, YouTube. They blocked one of my videos because of this card. So let me cover her up. But the star. The star. Oh my goodness. This is why they're looking at you and stuck and confused. Why? Because you're shining. You're shining. Look at that eye. They're looking at you because you look good. You look good. You look good. Your pockets look good. Your energy looks good. Look good because you are good. Look good because it tastes good. I don't know, but it's good. And whatever was going on with you internally that got you to that point where you got tired, or you weren't really keeping yourself up, or you weren't able to love on yourself or pour into yourself. For some of you, this person was so fucking negative with the evil witch or evil warlock energy. They were just mad at themselves, mad at life, and then they tore you down. They like took it out on you. So you were experiencing warfare. Like this person was attacking you. So at your worst time period, you were also having to fight through the negativity that this person was feeling about you. And in spite of all of that, you healed that and got back to who you are. Like I feel like you had to set up boundaries. You weren't running after this person or trying to get better for this person. You were literally maybe running away from this person or trying to block this person out because they were actually keeping you from being able to be your true self. Likely because you know who you are without them and you know what you went through since that person has been a part of your life. Whew. Yeah, you healed on the inside, but it's already showing on the outside. The Lover's in reverse. This is an ex. This is an ex. Yeah, you've had pretty much nothing but conflict with this individual. The connection or relationship was imbalanced. There's a lot of trust issues. It says danger of a broken marriage. So at some point in time, you didn't even feel safe with this person. For some of you, you were married. This was your marriage partner, marriage mate, or someone that you saw having a long-term situation with, or that you had a soul contract with. But you feel like your decision to be with them or your decision to choose them, that you made a bad choice. Likely because you could have not been at your best when you connected with them in the first place. And you knew that. You were aware of that. You just weren't aware that you may be attracting the like. So the things that you were going through, the things that you had going on, maybe it was in the inside only. So they were attracted to the outside. But what you were dealing with was in the inside. Whatever you were hiding, this person was hiding too. But while you healed and worked through those issues and got back to a better you, this person was only concerned with the outside. They were maintaining the outside for you, but they were not doing the work internally for you. So while you were fluctuating what was going on with you on the outside, how much money you had, what job you worked, how you looked, how you were eating, what you were doing, how your upkeep, things like that, your aesthetic. Okay, while you were letting some of those things go so that you could pursue more things that you felt were maybe more responsible. For some of you, if this is a marriage mate, you're more concerned with making sure that people are fed, making sure that you're doing your duties as a wife. You were more concerned with making sure that there was a roof over your head, making sure that you were doing your duties as a husband. If you have children, as a mother, as a father. Okay, some of you have family. You had to play all of your roles. You're a husband, you're a wife, you're a mother, you're a father, you're a sister, you're a brother, you're an auntie, an uncle, you're what did I say, daughter, son. So you had other people that you also had to care for. And sometimes, yes, you would let go of what was going on the outside in order to be of value and of service in ways that you thought were more important, that needed to be solidified, priorities. You can always lose that weight. You can always put that makeup on. You can always fix that hair. But stability is important. Nourishment, nurturing, empathy is important. Love is important. So I don't know. It feels like you were prioritizing the right things. A lot of peace and harmony that you brought, not just into your connections, but just in this person's life. I don't even think that through family or friends they've experienced the kind of warmth or healing or love or empathy that they did when they were with you. You love them like nobody else that they've known. And I'm talking about like long-term friendships, family members. Something was different with you. Very different with you. All right, we have the World, another card I have to cover up. So yeah, I feel like life, whatever this level up, you're being stripped naked in front of people. Things that they thought they knew about you, they're seeing, it's like, what did I think I knew? Someone was projecting or writing out a different storyline for you, and it just doesn't measure up or hold up. You're being put on a pedestal. And for some of you, it's by the person that told you to get that dirt off your shoulder. They always saw you. Regardless of what you were going through, somebody saw straight through. They saw straight through. They saw the real you. They saw the real you. They appreciated the real you. They valued the real you. They saw it, you know, through it all. You couldn't cover it up enough. You could hide all you wanted to. You could try to, you know, pretend. But someone knew that if something wasn't right, it was temporary. That's what someone has come to know about you and kept the lights on about you. If you are going through something, or if you get into a space where you are not being your true self, they always know that is temporary, because what they've known about you is you always return, you always heal. You're very good at transmuting energy. You have the Temperance and the Star in the world. The Star, Temperance, and the World. You're a blessing. You're a blessing. You're a blessing. You're not just a value to yourself, but without sounding, I mean, there's no way to not make this sound corny, but you're of value to the world. You're of value to the world around you. You're of value to the people in your world. It's the way that you're transmuting the hurdles of life. Things that people go through that they don't come back from, it seems like it's easy for you to transmute that, to turn that into something that is useful. Both these cards, the Temperance and the Star, they're doing the same thing. Taking life's burdens in and turning them into soil, turning them into fertile soil or fertilizer. You're using the manure, the shitty part of life, the things that went wrong, the things that went awry. You're able to take that shit, that waste, and pretty much recycle it. Turn it into something that is of value to fertilize the seeds in your life, the manifestations, the things that you want. It just adds fuel to your fire, to your passion, to your drive. Nothing puts out your fire. Nothing puts out your fire except you. And even if you do, it's temporary and likely because you needed to burn a bridge that someone kept reconnecting to you. With the bridges burned and access is denied, someone kept trying to reattach a cord or a connection to you. So that could have been someone who discarded you physically and made you feel like you were not enough physically or materially, while secretly connecting an energetic cord to you because they were still thriving off of your energy. Oh, you don't mean anything to me physically, but I still need your energy. Someone who was still trying to get your focus, still trying to get your attention. For some of you, they attacked you to get it. Because it doesn't matter if it's negative, if it's positive. If people want your energy, all they need you to do is pay attention to them. That's it. Doesn't matter if you're mad, doesn't matter if you're angry, doesn't matter if you hate them. All they need is your energy, your attention, your focus. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. Wow, you have the World twice. You have the World twice. Could be a Scorpio, a Leo, a Taurus, Aquarius. Fulfillment, harmony, completion, integration, achievement, sense of belonging, wholeness, and celebration. I feel like you already found your tribe. You already found where you belong, or you found your person already. And that person mirrors you. That person is your equal. And it's not about what's going on the outside. This person is in love with your soul. They're in love with the very essence, the being, who you are internally. And maybe who you are externally too. All of it. The good, the bad, the ugly, however you view it. This is someone who always finds a way to uplift you, make you feel good about yourself so that you can keep going. This is someone who pushes you forward. They're never trying to pin you down or hold you to the worst version of whatever is going on with you. Never. I love this. If you don't have this person in your life already, then I feel like this is who you're attracting. Because this is who you've been, and this is what you deserve. You deserved a person like that in your life. You deserve a love like that in your life. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You're getting rid of someone who's breadcrumbed you or giving you just enough to keep the foot in your door, or to make sure they always had a cord for which they could like connect with you or get, you know, their little 2 cents in. This person gave you the littlest of the little. Okay, literally just a little tiny, just enough to keep. Just enough. They never invested in you. They weren't interested in investing in you. For some of you, this is somebody who also took advantage of you. Yeah, took advantage of you physically, materially. Used you is what it would feel like. And what they gave in return, oh my goodness. Even what they give or what they gave with the Knight of Pentacles. Look, I'm seeing them. Look, they're getting 8 pentacles, right? Look at that. Look at that. Look at what's coming in. And look what they're giving you. It's a little. Nothing wrong with it if you know, but I feel like you were giving everything you had when you were with this person. You were giving everything. You're giving everything you have to a situation. For some of you, even if this is a co-parenting situation or you guys still live together but you're not together, or if this is someone that you were with, you know, and then when you went on your hard time, they left you. I don't know, but what I can see is that you poured everything into this person. And when it came time for them to pour into you, it's just you gave everything you could. They just a little pinch. I don't feel like you know, the bridge is burned, you don't care. But you can definitely see how pouring into this connection, pouring into this person will be misdirected activity. Yeah, you have real love. You have real love. You want real love. You may be having this emotional awakening where you are feeling this fulfillment, not just internally, but you're also looking at the outside. You're looking around in your life. You're looking at what you've accomplished. You're looking at where you're headed, and you're feeling really good about that. Your cup is full and it's running over. And I feel like you want this energy to run over in someone's life. You want to share this with somebody. So it does feel like there's this energy that's trying to drag this or slow this down. But it's not going to be able to. Nope, it's trying to. You have energy that's trying to keep you from this harmony, this reunion. So this could be a person that you're reconnecting with. There is this energy that's trying to create a sluggishness. It wants to drain that energy out, but you're not having it. Someone that wanted to get their hand right back in your cup. See, someone wanted to control that overflow. They wanted to control where that overflow would go. But they're not in control of it. You are. Their access is denied. You may have more than enough, but it no longer is flowing, like it's no longer overflowing in their life. Whoever this person is, you have disconnected. So if there is a surplus, it's going to you or it's going to whoever you intended to go to. But someone was getting in there and filling up their cup when they weren't supposed to. Yeah, lack of direction, lack of passion, lack of energy, wasted opportunities. This person was focused on distractions And they could not figure out one single way to get you back in their life. They could not figure out one single way to make things right between you. They did not pour that energy and focus into prioritizing you or building you up. Instead, they chose to attack you or to speak negatively about you, to create blockages for you, to make things harder for you. So I feel like this is a no, and you don't even feel bad about it. What's that card? Bye, Felicia. Leaving and not caring. Yeah. This may even be, like I said, for some of you, it's someone you're co-parenting with. So you're going to work with this person. You're going to cooperate with this person. Like, you know, it's no hate, but the love is lost. I can't say there's no love lost. I can say the love is lost. That's what I feel here. The love is lost. You have no desire to repair or bring this back. You do not want a replay of whatever you lived with this person. No, thank you. But you are being cooperative. You are working with them. For some of you, maybe it was your job. Somebody that used to work with you. Okay, but yeah, you know, this, I ain't getting this and I ain't getting that. Oh, okay. And now you get into the bag and they like, oh, dang, can I get in on, oh, can I, oh, what? Someone wants to be a part of your accomplishments now that the ball is actually rolling again, because I don't feel like you're the type of person where nothing ever happens. You have too many major arcana cards. You have the world twice. You have temperance and the star. Yeah, no. No. This person was not adding value to you physically, not doing things that you couldn't do for yourself, so they were not adding value. They may have been doing things for you, but it's not the things that you really needed them to do. It wasn't what you asked them to do. It wasn't what you were looking for. You really want to add value to someone. You're doing the thing. You're filling in a gap that they couldn't fill for themselves. It's like you are an angel in their life. Thank you. Because that is something that I would never have even thought of or that I could not do. That was my blind spot. And you came in clutch. Thank you. Thank you for helping me to heal that. Thank you for helping me to feel that. Thank you for holding my hand through that. And maybe for some of you, it was only an energy. We have the Ace of Cups. It had nothing to do with what someone was doing for you physically. And you could have had someone who was in your face physically, but they were doing the least. In fact, they were making things more difficult for you. So it feels like it's no hard feelings, but it's definitely not a situation you want to go back to. King of Cups. This is maybe a Cancer, a Scorpio. Speaking up, a Pisces speaking up. The Devil in reverse. They don't feel attached to you. They don't feel obligated to do anything for you. They don't feel obligated to pour into you. They don't feel like they owe you nothing. And there's somebody who feels that way. It's this person. I think you owe me something. I'm telling you, someone has a false sense of confidence. They think that they poured a whole lot more into you. They were a whole lot more of value to you than they really have been. Somebody is delusional. Delusional. They were not that person. They were not that friend. They were not that mentor. They were not, like, whatever position they did not put you on. No. They were not the person you were looking for, which is likely why you did not show up as the person they were looking for. You get what you give. There's a situation going just like that. And I feel like this could be a lot of people. It's like a fly trap. Venus fly trap. Your heart space is so pure that you are getting rid of these transactional people who were not even moving uprightly. They're doing deals behind your back, under the table. Making deals with the devil. Making deals with the ops. Trying to lock you up. Trying to slow you down. Throwing dirt on your shoulder. Digging a grave for you. Writing out negative storylines for you. Casting judgment on you. Condemning you. Judging you. Pointing their finger at you. Hypocrites. So here you are now with the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups. You're now standing in this kind, wise, innovative, diplomatic, trustworthy, trusting, forgiving, nurturing, and creative energy. And I feel like you got a lot of people that want to taste. But they definitely have to have changed some things. Because with the world here twice, you're not really accepting anything from your past life. Whatever your past life was, whatever you were dealing with before this last level up, it's like that's what they're attracted to. They're attracted to your level up. But when you actually may have needed them the most, they weren't there. Oh, for some of you, but that's the issue. It wasn't like they just ghosted you and worked on themselves. No, you still felt their presence. You still felt their energy. You still felt their negativity. So it probably would have been better if they would have just left you alone. They made it harder for you. That's why. That's why you don't have anything for them. This new joy that you're feeling, this new stability that you're feeling, they had nothing to do with it. No, they work against it. The very things that made you feel stable, the very things that you were doing right, the very things that you were celebrating in your life, this is someone who was sowing seeds in the opposite direction. Oh, that's not going to work. Oh, that'll never work. Or you can't do that like that. Oh, that doesn't happen. Oh, watch how this plays out for you. How they feeling now? How are they feeling now? Probably pretty shitty. The way that you felt when you were around them. You felt shitty when you were around them. And now that you don't want to be around them anymore, they feel shitty. Yeah, Six of Cups in reverse. People that are trying to come back to you. They're stuck in the past. They think that, you know, something is all good. You're not playing games with this person. You're not bored to the point that you need to be codependent on somebody who isn't even good for you. You're okay with your independence, and part of you being okay with being alone has to do with your maturity level and self-sufficiency. Yeah, the King of Cups is emotionally independent, emotionally intelligent. So I do feel like you had heavy things to work through or heal, and you did that on your own. You did that on your own. So, you know, nobody had to help you with that, and maybe they can come back. But people who made it more difficult for you, or people that you tend to have to re-heal things that you already healed because they are triggering you when they're connected to you or around you or in your energy, you don't have time for none of that. No, they can't come back. In fact, you have someone that kept the lights on for you because you had someone that held your hand, whether that was physically or energetically, someone who was there to support you the whole way through. Somebody showed up for you. Somebody really showed up for you. They were really there for you. You have a lot of options coming in now. Your options are opening up. Your options are opening up because you have a heart that is open now. You could have had to close your heart down just because of the attack so that you could heal. You were going through a transformation process. These people were trying to invade your transformation process, trying to get to be a part of it. They would have drained your cup before you even got a sip for it to be enough. You were just getting your 1 cup filled, and people were already coming in trying to get their cup with their hands out, trying to get their cup filled before you get filled. So, yeah, it's a no. It's a no. And because of that, actually because of your boundaries, because of you not being so needy or quick to let people in just because they, you know, with a little charm, little, what do you call that when you, like a little breadcrumb? because you weren't so quick to open up or offer what was of truly like the truest value to you. And what's funny is that they're coming because they're starting to see what's going on outside. But what they really, the biggest value that you were to them was who you are in the inside. And that's what they had access to. Maybe they could have had access to that continuously, whether they were in your life or not. But they fucked that up because they did not value that enough. They were too focused on how much money you were going to spend on them, how much money you had for them, how much money was in your pockets, what you look like, who you're hanging with. They were too worried about things that do not fucking matter to value what you were offering. And now they need that because they can't get that nowhere else. You can find a million other people that can lend you a few dollars or buy you a bottle or whatever. You can find a bunch of people who can do something for you, take you out, or look good on your arm. But what you're looking for, that life force, that energy, that true love, that empathy, you can't find that everywhere. So you got people wanting to beat your door down to try to get in, but they cannot. The bridge is burned, access is denied, and you're more interested in what you're going to find ahead of you than what was in the past. If it was good enough in the past, it would be right here with you. There would be no way for you you would not be able to move forward without that person. They would be essential to your life. They didn't make themselves someone who's essential to your life, which is why it's easy for you to walk away or leave them behind. For some of you, these are, you may have people too that you've ghosted or people who have ghosted you in the past. And those may be some of the very people who are coming back. Why? Because they were going through a similar situation. So there is like a natural empathy or a natural understanding. All right, last few cards in this energy spirit. You definitely have options though. So, the King of Cups is kind of known to be like the lone wolf type of energy. Someone who truly of value. You would love to have this person in your life, in your home. Okay, this is that friend. This is that person. This is that father, that mother, that sister, that brother, that best friend, that person that you always want around or you always want in your life. They may be your comfort zone even. Or they give you the sense of feeling like you're at home, even when you're not at home. Okay, you feel taken care of, you feel supported, you feel nurtured, you feel cared for. So you are attracting others who have that cup to offer you as well. This is good energy. 7 of Cups. Yeah, you got options. And these are likely individuals that you have never been with in the way that you will be with them going forward. You've never connected with them as closely as you may going forward. And for the majority of you, it was because of this healing process that you needed to do. And it also was about getting rid of these people who only want what they want from you and try to discard you when they can't get it. They're users. Users and abusers because of that negativity too. That negative talk. Hateful, hurtful speech. Envy, jealousy, evil eye. That's what you were getting rid of. That's what you were getting out of your life. That's what was keeping you stuck too. It was keeping you stuck from this next level up. So you're not finished leveling up. It's not over yet. The better it gets, the better it gets. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. One last card. It's not over yet. This is the Wheel of Fortune. I'm done. The Wheel of Fortune. I said it's not over yet. You have the World twice and the Wheel of Fortune. The better it gets, the better it gets, the better it gets. It is not over yet. I cannot even. The World twice and the Wheel of Fortune. You can't lose. You're only getting better on the inside. You're only getting better on the outside. This is an empire. I'm talking to an empress, to an emperor, to a god, to a goddess in the flesh. All right, you guys, that's the read. Yeah, and you got that devil energy. You conquered it. You conquered it. The devil energy, if you can conquer the devil energy within yourself, you can conquer the devil energy within anyone else. And for some of you, some people only operate through devil energy, which is why they can't touch you, can't fuck with you or nothing. They can try to connect with you, but it would be to their detriment. They're going to be the ones that leave feeling like shit. They're going to be the ones that have the breakdown. They're going to be the ones that's having the bad karma. Whatever they're projecting onto you, if they're coming through in devil energy and you've already conquered that within yourself, that's what they're asking for themselves. So people better be very careful about what they're saying about you, because that energy has to go somewhere. Words are powerful, but it has to go somewhere. And they're going to pick the right one and learn that lesson if they try to do it to you, because you don't have an opening for it. They can't get in. They can't get in. So it's going back. All right, you guys, that's the reading. That's what I have for you guys in this live. I appreciate the likes. Thanks for the comments. Hello. Hi, Christy. Hi, Terry. And I don't know who this is, but let me see. I don't know why, Terry, I don't know why YouTube blocked your message. You didn't even say anything. But all right. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next live. Don't forget to